Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pain Lair. I'm Max Payne, and welcome to this really important edition. Tonight, I'm going to level with you about yesterday and Sunday. I really made probably some poor decisions, especially considering my seniority, if you will. But I decided I could go work my tail off like I was at the New Japan Dojo again. And for the first 2 days, I skated by with relatively no pain. By the third day, I was hurting. By the fifth day, I was hurting bad, but didn't realize how bad, and I'd kind of convinced myself I wasn't going to exercise, but did in the pool. Now, I have been working out in the pool for the last little while, not every day like I'm doing now, but working out hard, really, really hard. And I have this technique. I bought aqua shoes, and I have this technique where I can't swim quite yet because my shoulders are so weak. I can't keep myself afloat because my arms aren't strong enough quite yet. And I'm fixing that too. I'll get to that point in a second. But anyway, I got in the pool and I went for 1 solid hour and I pushed hard, really hard. And man, I can burn in the pool because there's no weight and I can just make my quads and my hams and my glutes just kill. And so I did that. And then I got in the steam room, which is a flashback to the dojo again, and started doing Hindu squats. I did 40 Hindu squats in the steam room, and 5 of them I went as deep as I could. Quite frankly, those 5, those were the killers. Those are the ones that got me. And I can laugh about this today because of what's happened to me today. And I have to tell you, wow, it's almost a forgotten day. It was so bad. I have very severe depression, and currently I'm not on any meds. And so my confession is this. I told my friend Starman today, I said, I actually contemplated suicide. I hurt so bad. And so I'm telling you that because I want you to know, in fairness, I need to explain this to my friend as well. And what better way to do it, in the public. Suicide's not quite the answer as much as it's more, when you get the flu and you are laying there praying, quite frankly, all of us have been there. With COVID around even more so, we all understand this, where you're pretty much begging God to take you right there because you can't contemplate how you could be in more pain. Well, that's where I've been the last 2 days. Actually just 24 hours. I've eaten enough aspirin to literally give to an army, and at least a battalion. And I've eaten all the prescription painkillers, no opium though, that I can eat. I have this one I take when I really, really, really hurt called Celebrex. I don't like taking it because it's a very, very tough drug on your system. But I had to take it. And then I literally poured buckets of Voltaren on my knees and my elbows, my shoulders, my chest. It was, my hands especially really hurt from, lifting and doing those things. And I got to tell you, man, it really hurt, but I really never thought about quitting. I just thought, how am I going to keep going? I felt so bad. And so I'm sitting there talking about this this morning, and I left and decided that, I probably ought to do everything in my power to go to the gym. And on my way to the gym, one of my subscribers, one of the hidden BS, you know what I'm talking about, wrote to me today, and he said, Max, I just want you to know you are, what was the word that he used? But it was an incredible compliment, and that I had inspired him, and that he watched me every day to see if I keep going. And I will tell you, when I got that message, BS, I did not want to keep going. I was really hurting, and I was trying to figure out every contemplation in my mind I could think of to say, okay, I'm done exercising. I can't do this. But then there's this part of me, this guy that was a national champion once on a national championship team that was in fairness, I'm not bragging, I'm just stating a fact. I was a 3-time All-American amateur wrestler. I'm by no means a world champion, but I did okay in the wrestling world, the amateur wrestling world. I'm pretty proud of my accomplishments. And I'm telling you, being in shape right now is probably the most important thing that's ever happened to me in my life, because I want to stick around. I love what I do, and I love hanging with you, and I love sharing this with you, because hopefully it helps you get up every day and realize that I'm just a guy who fails every day just like all of us. But the one thing I always remember is killing Mr. Hyde, and how every day when I wake up, I want to set forth to live these in my life. And there's one word missing from those, and it's forgiveness. Forgiveness is the all-encompassing one first, then all of the others. Thank you for listening to me. I hope this helps. If it does help, continue to subscribe and continue to like and comment, and especially comment, man. I want to hear from you. This week, part 2 of Killing Mr. Hyde, rule number 2. And sometime this week, a pretty profound announcement. I have another show I'm going to start very soon called Boobafish Bomb Shelter. It's going to be much different than what you watched with me till now. I don't even know how to describe it other than a talk show with 3 old guys who've lived a lot of life. That's pretty much going to be it. We're going to talk about everything from existentialism to atheism to God in every fashion, and everything in between theologically that we can think of. Everything we politically, we'll do it, but no political association. That's the goal of anything I do, no political association. But Boobafish Bomb Shelter is coming, and I look forward to sharing those views with you as well. And thank you again for listening. I called this the confession because my confession is I failed miserably yesterday. And so what do? You sit around and cry about it, or you get up and move on? Well, for me, I don't have a choice but to get up and move on. But here's the amazing thing. Not only did I hear from BS, I also heard from a very good friend who's going to be an incredible, and when I say incredible, I can't even begin to tell you. I heard from a friend who needed to fly away for a while today, and she changed my life today. And the reason is, will be seen in the very near future. I will just tell you 3 words and why she's so important to me. Dollhead X-ray. And with that, I end today's Pain Lair. I'm Max Payne, and until the next time we meet on the Pain Lair, then.